Good afternoon. I'm George Latimer, Westchester County Executive, and we're here today to have a conversation about the efforts that are being made by Westchester County government to advance minority and women-owned business enterprises. The MWBE program is an important way to expand our economic development in Westchester County to be more inclusive of more different organizations. Most of us think of economic development as being major corporations that are either headquartered or have major operations here that employ hundreds of people. But as we've seen over the last number of years, that which represents vibrant businesses can be very small, but they can be very important to the economy with the number of people employed and how much money is working through the system of our economy. We have with us here Martha Lopez, who is our Director of Minority and Women-Owned Businesses, and she's going to talk a little bit about a recent report that has just come out summarizing the results that we've seen from our MWBE program. There's some very encouraging news in it that represents an opportunity for us to show improvement over where we have been and the potential for future improvement. Ken Jenkins, our Deputy County Executive, joins me, and we have two MWBE members who are each going to speak, Daisy Briones and Keisha Palmer-Cousins. I'll introduce them at the proper time so that they can talk a little bit about their actual real-world experience in business and the challenges and the opportunities of heading up a company as a woman and as a minority woman. But first, Martha Lopez, who has done a terrific job for us. This is her second time going around in the executive branch of county government, and I might add, in the rest of her life, she is an elected member of the New Rochelle City Council. So we're very happy to have her here with both sets of hats on. Martha Lopez.
Thank you so much, County. Thank you so much, County Executive, and how great it is to hear about MWBEs. Well, let me tell you that it is with great pleasure, and because of the vision of our county executive and our deputy county executive, is that we stand here with you today to let you know that last year, our minority and women-owned business enterprises were able to get in contracts $95 million. This doesn't just happen, any day, right? $95 million was awarded to MWBEs who came to us, who registered with us. And I want to tell you that if you go to our website, you find our program very, very easy to use. So registering is not difficult at all. It takes you like maybe 10 minutes. And I want to thank so much our IT department for making it so easy, for letting us know that not only to register is important, but that the other entities such as Westchester Community College or the Westchester Medical Center can also use our database. And I was talking to our county attorney this morning who gave me a report of Westchester Community College also utilizing our MWBEs and also awarding more than $3 million. This also has not happened in the past. So again, thank you so much. Thank you for your vision. And to our MWBEs, I say, you know what? This is so important. It's so gratifying to see that, yes, we can, and we can actually do business with our Westchester County departments. Thank you.
Thank you, Martha. And her energy and drive is a major factor of how all of this comes to pass. We appreciate your leadership on this. I want to recognize that in our audience here in the studio, we have Emily Saltzman, who's our Deputy Director of Operations. She, along with Joan McDonald, the Director of Operations, supervises the totality of the operation of county government, but the whole area of economic development, of which this is one component of, is very important. The Industrial Development Agency function, the Local Development Corporation function, and so many other elements that all fit together. We're also joined by John Nona, who is our county attorney, to make sure that whatever we do, we're following the law, which is always a good idea, not always followed by everybody in government, but in our case, we want to be able to build something that's built properly and soundly, and John helps us do that. We appreciate their role in all of this coming to pass. So next up, I'm going to ask first Daisy Briones to speak. She is the president of IQ Contracting Incorporated, and she's the owner of that business, and I think anybody who has that entrepreneurial spirit that can create a business from their own vision and their own sense of energy and drive is to be respected. And she's done that as a woman, as a member of the minority community, and she's done so successfully. Daisy.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. First of all, I want to really say thank you. And one of the person that I want to say thank you is to God, because I think if it doesn't work for God, I won't be here. But IQ Contracting Inc. was launched in March 11, 2010, and it's a general construction company. I honestly started only with the spirit to have a business, but not because I did have the knowledge or I was financially prepared to have it. As a Latina, I said we like to dream and we pursue our dreams, and that's how I started in 2010. But it's 13 years that passed. If it doesn't work because of the nice, wonderful programs that the county executive have, Martha Lopez and Ken Jenkins, I wouldn't be here. Why? Because it's not easy. As many small construction companies, women-owned especially, and it's definitely not easy. But I did have the support from a group of people who were prepared not only to help me, but to help a community. Why? Because we, a small business, create jobs. We give back. We try to work in the community. And that's what we've been doing. So, just to make it short, I am a DBE, MWBE. I am MWBE in New York City. I am certified. I'm a certified in Tier 1 for MTA. And actually today, this year, I was awarded for a contract with MTA for a roof replacement in Jamaica, Queens, which is only 1 week to finish. It was not easy. We went through a lot, me, my team, and people who support me. And that was a great challenge, but we're still here. But the message that I want to give today is, besides being grateful, it is the programs that the county gets together. And I want to say that I'm MWBE by the county, and I got awarded of 3 small contracts with the county. So what is this bringing? It's bringing jobs for me, jobs for my people, and since I am a GC, for some of my subcontractors too. So it is a team group working together. It's not only one individual. So going back to the programs that Executive Latimer been working so hard since he became to be in this office, and Martha Lopez and Ken Jenkins, it's giving results. You see, $90 million went to the minority, and that's going back to the community. It's going back to our families, to our subcontractors. So I think that is great, and of course, we would like to get more. But this is because of the nice professional effort that is in back of us, because alone we cannot do it. So I'm very grateful. Thank you very much. I want to continue working not only for me, but for my vision to be one of the best women-owned construction business in New York, or maybe United States, but who's going to be able to create jobs, to provide jobs, to give back to the community. That's what IQ wants to be. And thank you, honestly, for your support and for the programs. For those programs that are mentoring, I'm there, I'm calling you, and I'm pushing you up, you need to continue. So thank you very much for that. I'm very grateful for the opportunity.
Thank you, Daisy. That was Daisy Briones with IQ Contracting Incorporated, her business, successful over these number of years. Next up, we're going to ask Keisha Palmer-Cousins to join us, and her business is Aroba Soul, and she is the CEO and the founder and visionary behind this organization. Keisha.
Thank you. So hello, everyone. I'm very glad to be here, and I also would like to thank God for all my blessings that come every day. I would like to thank the county executive, the deputy county executive, and of course, Martha Lopez here, for giving me this opportunity to just really help shout out and congratulate the county for giving so much money, contracts, grants, etc., to our dozens of MWBEs, our minority and women-owned businesses. As George had mentioned, I am the CEO of Aroba Soul Incorporated. It is a minority women-based business that has been around since 1999. We are a wellness business management and training company. We are project managers and entrepreneurs and engineers that help MWBEs navigate government and corporate procurement. We are like what they call small business therapists, because everyone who's an entrepreneur knows that it is not easy getting up every day and being your own boss and taking care of the bills, right? And so we pride ourselves in motivating and collaborating and helping MWBEs, such as our clients here, which is Daisy is one of them. Last year, with the assistance of the county, we were able to award over 300 MWBEs over $5 million worth of grants, over $20,000 each of grant money to help them get through last year. These are the things that we pride ourselves in doing at Aerobisol Incorporated. Again, we help MWBEs navigate government and corporate procurement. We help them to get certified. A lot of times that process seems very daunting. So we help them, we guide them. We're like their best, MWBE best friends, I call them. And we help them fill out the paperwork. We help them gather those documents so they can participate for those contracts. We have so far, like with the help of the county, we were also awarded annually for the past few years a contract to assist MWBEs to get certified. We help them with business coaching. One of our stories I like to share is that one of our recent MWBEs is going to be awarded a U.S. Small Business Chamber of the Year conference award in October. Right here in the county. She moved from Brooklyn to Peekskill with the help of our coaching and this contract. She was able to find a lease and negotiate a lease on Main Street in Peekskill. She's doing fabulous with her e-commerce blondie business. Besides Aerobisol Incorporated, I also am the proud owner of G&K Sweet Foods. Because we were certified again and being listed in the county directory, we were able to get a contract with the Super Bowl in 2014. So again, certification, contracts, getting on the directory, the Westchester County MWBE directory, is very critical for exposure, for collaboration. Through relationships and through partnerships, my company has also not only received contracts with Westchester County, but also with local corporations through like the New York Power Authority through their small business capacity building program. The county is here to help introduce you to their agencies, to their community partners. Again, we were able to award millions of dollars, as County Executive George Latimer had mentioned, and Martha Lopez as too. So again, we also don't want to leave out Deputy County Executive Ken Jenkins, who's always an advocate there each and every day for MWBEs. So again, I co-own my business with my husband since 1999, Kevin Cousins. And again, we go out there and advocate and champion for minority and women-owned businesses each and every day. We help guide them to procurement fairs, of which the county has done year in and year out to help give those MWBEs exposure on how it is to obtain contracts and to keep it going. So again, I thank everyone for this opportunity today. And please, if you are a minority women-owned business out there, please get your certifications like my business. We are New York City MWBE certified. We are New York State MWBE certified. We have a lot of certifications, and you can get certified too. Please, register today on our county database to get those opportunities. You can do it, all right? And again, thank you. And again, please, everybody be each other's cheerleaders. Again, I'm very grateful that my parents, O.B. and Leroy Palmer, were my dream makers and they were fellow entrepreneurs. I followed in their footsteps. They own businesses, so I could believe that I can own a business too. So again, thank you.
Thank you. Next up, I'm going to ask Ken Jenkins, our Deputy County Executive, to share a couple of his thoughts. He's been a critical part of our executive team to help make these things happen. Ken.
Well, thanks, Judge. This is one of those opportunities because of the county executive's leadership right from the very beginning, making MWBE, DBE, and SVDOB focus for the county of Westchester. Certainly, it's in our county charter that there is a direction in a report. But that report didn't mean anything. And because of the county executive's leadership, working both with Joe McDonald, Emily Saltzman, and Martha Lopez, pulling things together, Economic development is good for Westchester County, and everyone in Westchester County should have that opportunity. And with both Daisy and Keisha's businesses, it continues to show that when we make sure that a rising tide lifts all boats, and here in Westchester, it's a commitment to make sure that every component of our community has the opportunities to present business. As we know, small business is the backbone of business and economic development in our county and in our country. So again, congratulations for this hard work, but it doesn't happen alone. It happens because of great leadership, and that leadership from County Executive Latimer has put us in the position to continue to make sure that we're focused on every minority business, women, and enterprise opportunity. So again, thanks, George, for allowing me to say a few words.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Ken, Martha, the members of my team, and thank you, Daisy and Keisha, for being here to share your story. And those are just two of the stories of the many stories that represent those businesses that have started with entrepreneurial spirit and are seeing success, assisted by the different programs that happen at the county and the state level, I might add, federal government as well. Just to close out, it's important to understand that the story of what we're talking about is a fundamentally American story. The American ideal that you would be free and you'd have the ability to make decisions on your own, and through those decisions you would improve your life, you would have ways to be gainfully employed, is really at the bedrock of what this nation was founded on. When I was growing up, my parents, both Depression-era individuals, both did blue-collar work for their life. They would talk to me in the language that they understood, which was, George, when you grow up, you have to get a good job. You have to get a good, steady-paying job, a job that has benefits, that will have a retirement element to it when it's all over. They didn't think in terms of entrepreneurial circumstances. Out of the Depression, it was whatever they could do to be employed to help put food on the table alongside their parents. And then, of course, the economy bounced back through the tragedy of World War II, and America went through a period of great economic growth in the 50s and the 60s and so forth. That's a long time ago. Where we are today is in a different place than where we might have expected to be. And now it is not enough just to have a good idea. You have to figure out, as an entrepreneur does, how do you deliver that product or service to the market? Who are the consumers of your product or service, and how do you reach them? When you look at the delivery of that, what is the operational challenges? What's the physical space you need? What are the other resources that you need for that to happen? You need to have financial backing to fund in the initial stages this, and then to fund it when it grows. And you also need to have certain rigor in the way you handle operating a business with other employees, both the financial cash flow of that and the record keeping and the personnel management. All of that is a challenge. All of those things add on to just having a drive and an idea of something that you can do, something you may have done in your life that you think you've got the expertise to take it on. So when you see entrepreneurial businesses of any sort in this country, you realize what you're watching is the bedrock of the American economy. And that bedrock, the broader that base of the economy is based on, when all Americans can participate in that, not just some Americans, not just based on any of the externalities of demographics, being male or female, being African American or European American or Asian, when all of those situations are possible, that's the greatest possible uplift for this economy. And when we talk about a time where economic concerns are always on our minds, that's the answer. The answer is in each individual actualizing an idea, and if they have that entrepreneurial spirit, turning it into a business that is productive and profitable, employs other people, provides a service that people can consume. So we're very happy to play a role of an assistant in Westchester County government. We don't have the idea. We don't overcome all of those barriers that an entrepreneur has to have, but at the right point in time, access to finance at the right point in time, certain assistance, connecting people in the proper networking way, then all of a sudden we have thriving businesses. And as we've had throughout the course of the good fortune of this county, a very thriving Westchester County. I'm George Latimer. Thanks for watching. We appreciate your time, and we hope that you'll take the time to go on our website and to look up in various other ways the names of these businesses, what services they can provide, and depending on what your life circumstances are, see if you can help that small business person. If you can do that in the community you live in, or you can do it in the county that you live in, you'll be helping as well the advancement of our economic interests. Thanks for watching.